Good morning, my name is Denise and welcome to Suncoast Crafting. Today we will be making a snowflake from Quilling Arts by Sena Runa. The project we're looking at starts on page 23. This book has good, complete instructions. The pictures cover every step nicely. We will create coils and we will make them into diamonds. We will create hearts to put on the outside of the snowflake, and we will create tight coils to put in the center of the snowflake. Here are our basic tools. This project recommends 3 pieces of 28 centimeter long salmon and pink paper and 7 pieces of 4 centimeter long yellow paper. Our snowflake will be in shades of green. Here are our basic tools: a circular ruler template, a pair of scissors, tweezers, white glue, and a quilling tool. I do have a battery operated quilling tool, but I'm going to use the manual tool to have more control over the tightness of the coils. So let's create our first coil. I'm going to very carefully put the paper into the quilling tool. I'm going to make sure that it's not sticking out too far, because if it sticks out of the edge too far, that will actually make a lump in the coil. I'm going to loosely turn the coiling tool so that I'm not creating a super tight coil. When I'm done with the coil, I'm going to slip it off of the tool and put it in the template in a size that I think it can relax well into. When I think it's relaxed enough, I'm going to glue the paper to the coil and then hold it long enough that I think it's going to hold that size and shape. To make a diamond, I'm going to take a coil that's dry. I'm going to squeeze from the top until it's almost flat. I'm going to squeeze and keep going until it is flat. And I've got corners, and I'm going to make sure that they're sharp edges. And then I'm going to go the opposite direction and do exactly the same thing. And now I've got a diamond. The goal is to create diamonds that have about the same size sides on each of them so that they will glue well together. The project recommends gluing 3 of the diamonds together and the other set of 3 together, and then gluing these 2 sets together. Once that has dried, gluing the little hearts to the edge. To create the hearts to put on the outside, I'm going to take 1 piece of the yellow quilling paper, or whatever the light color is that you've decided. I'm going to fold it in half and make sure that it has a very sharp crease, and then I'm going to roll it twice toward the center each time. So I'm going to roll it toward the center. If you go all the way to the center, that's fine. It's going to relax a little anyway. And I'm going to do the other side as well. I have experimented with different papers. The quilling paper does hold the heart shape very well. I can also glue these 2 rolled parts together so that the whole shape stays in a heart shape and it's glued together that way. When I'm ready and everything is created, I can then glue the heart in the valley shape part of the snowflake. Let's show you some finished ones so that you can see what that looks like. As you can see, the finished ones also have a tight coil that's been glued into the middle of each one. This was the first snowflake that I did. It is a little bit bigger because I did not look at the directions very well, and I did not trim the length of the paper to the 4 centimeters and the 28 centimeters that was recommended. But I think it came out pretty well. For the blue one, which was the second one that I did, I think I did a much better job of trimming to the correct size and making sure that my diamonds were the correct size. For the third multicolored snowflake, I made my own quilling strips out of scrapbook paper I already had. I started out using a paper cutter, and I decided that that was a little bit slow. I bought myself a hand crank mini shredder for $13 on Amazon, and that worked pretty well, but it is very delicate and it can break. If you're using scrap paper and it's not making long enough quilling strips, you can glue them together end on end, and I'm using a quilting clip to hold them together while they're drying. So I'm wondering what you would do with a snowflake to make it your own. My mother likes them plain and simple without any embellishments, but maybe you would experiment with different colors, or you might make your own quilling papers, or you might add glitter or diamond drills, or perhaps a felt or paper backing. You can also try working on the snowflakes with your family while watching a good movie. Someone in your family can make the coils, someone in your family can make the hearts, and you can all get together and make a whole bunch of snowflakes at one time to put on your tree. When you go out to visit someone, take the snowflake off the tree and put it in a pretty card and give that as a gift. I would love to get a wonderful handmade gift that everyone in the family put together. If you do make snowflakes and they are on the internet on your YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram site, or whatever, please leave a comment with a link to your work so that we can all see it. Now, I know that many of you don't live in Sarasota, Florida, but if you are here and you're looking for a good breakfast or lunch place, please look at Breakfast at Victoria's. This is not a sponsored video, but I have eaten there several times and I plan to go back. This is a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor seating for breakfast and lunch. I'll leave a link in the show notes. Here's a look at their take-home bakery. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to working on more projects that you are interested in. Please like and subscribe and join us again for Suncoast Crafting.